Yeah, I was talking to Carmelo one time on his podcast, and he was like, bro, let's think realistic. Who is your player comparison? They would sign him, but at the time I was kind of like I was selling them or giving them to my teachers. It's one of the greatest moments in my career. That's probably one of my only top 10, Billboard 100. The NBA is one of my favorite things in life because I just love basketball. I'm always paying attention to it. I look forward to, after working, being able to come watch a basketball game, the NBA. I was a Bulls fan growing up, but I think at a certain point, I just started gravitating towards the players I like. So Steph Curry is one of my favorites. Kyrie is one of my favorites. I like Anthony Edwards. I like Kevin Durant, LeBron. But some of the new guys, I really like this young dude named Jeremiah Fears. He's coming up on me on the New Orleans Pelicans, and Cooper Flag got game too. I think VJ, he plays hard. I like his game too. I like to dream high, so I would like to say Kyrie Irving, but that ain't, yeah. I was talking to Carmelo one time on his podcast, and he was like, bro, let's think realistic. Who is your player comparison? I was like, I'm still gonna aspire high and say D-Wade, Dwayne Wade. But I'm thinking about comparisons on and off the court when I say him. Being a ball boy it was something I don't even know if I really grabbed on to what that experience was. But I was there when Michael Jordan, when he first came to the Bulls. So I just got to see a star really becoming a superstar to becoming one of the greatest players of all time. From Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and Charles Barkley. And I used to get sneakers from them, and they would sign them. But at the time, I was kind of I was selling them or giving them to my teachers. I was approached by my manager and my agent. They said, the NBA is going to Amazon, and they are looking for a theme song. You will be one of many who submit. And I was like, cool, this is amazing. They even thinking of me and my creative team. So I immediately called Kareem Riggins and James Poyser and was like, yo, we need to get in and do something for the NBA. I remember James playing something with the chords that we used for the theme song, Victory, and I was like, that's it right there. And I've been blessed to work with all these musicians throughout my years. Started bringing the collective together. It was a long process, meaning once we submitted, it was we were waiting to hear, and then they were like, yeah, we like this, but it needs this, that. And it became a real auditioning process. We just needed to make it okay, you could play this in a stadium, and it has the dimensions of everything that the NBA is about. Aspiring to get to that level of the Earth, Wind & Fire type songs, or they play Tribe Called Quest a lot during the playoffs, or Earth, Wind & Fire, or Rick James, some of these old classic songs. We eventually was like, man, let's make this just a song that's a classic that people could listen to, even if they didn't think it was for the NBA, they would just listen to. So that was part of our goal as we also constructed it, but we knew that like a score, this is for basketball. So we wanted it to have that element. And we finally got that call hey, y'all got the job. To get the theme song for the NBA on Amazon, it's it's one of the greatest moments in my career, because it's surrounding something that I love so much. I truly love basketball and music. So it's I get to be a part of something I dreamed of for so long, but in a way that's organic and true, and the way I should be. The energy we wanted to invoke was joy, greatness, because that's what the NBA is about too. Watching the NBA is not only fun for me, but it's inspiring, because I'm seeing people at their greatest, and they working together to make things happen and strive, and they take they take a L and come back and be like, I'm gonna prevail over this, or have a bad quarter or miss a shot and come back and do better. That's an inspiration for me. So we wanted it to have that inspiration, joy. We wanted it to have an energy, a force, because the NBA also got power. It's like, wow, you seeing people dunking, or even the movements of somebody moving with the ball like fast, or just moving in the post. It's still power in the drama. So that's why we took it to a place in the suite where it's like, wait, this sounds like it could be a score for a movie right here, and you don't know what's going on. It's dramatic, and the NBA, of course, has that. We have different versions, too, of the song, so we've given them different versions. It's a hip-hop version, it's a rock version we did, yeah. You know, we went down to Nashville, had some musicians from Nashville become the orchestra for the song, and Patrick Warren was composing. And as soon as they hit the first strings, I was like, oh my God, man, this is bigger than we ever knew or thought of. To hear an orchestra playing those, you know, those notes, I don't know, it reminds me of, I do a lot of performances with the orchestra, and I'm like, damn, these songs sound incredible, hearing them play, you know, my song, you know, and hearing all these strings and hearing, you know, some brass instruments. It's like the combination of all worlds, because the extremity of classical orchestra sounds and the extremities of hip hop and jazz, it's all one, it's all music, but a lot of it comes from different places, but it's going to the same place. My theme song would be this song called Everybody Loves the Sunshine. It's by Roy Ayers.
Everybody loves the sunshine.
And I love the sun, and I feel like I want to bring light to where I go, so that would be I would walk in with that music playing. Everybody loves the sunshine.
Feel the city breathing, chest heaving against the flesh of the evening. Sigh before it died like the last train leaving.
Well, my favorite collaboration, I'm gonna say it's with this group called Black Stars. It's Mos Def, also known as Yasin Bey, and Talib Kweli. It's a song called Respiration, and it's produced by High Tech, and it's one of them things where they took the train for me to Chicago from New York, and I was so excited about doing the verse. And I remember my friends being in there in the studio, being like, yo, you rock that verse. And just the way they already had the song structured, I knew I was becoming a part of something that was really great. And then we got to film a video for it, and it was New York. And it meant so much to me because it was when I first moved to New York, and they embraced me. And it was a big change in my life. When I performed that song and rock it, it's like, it's somebody that be like, yeah, that's my joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's probably one of my favorite collaborations.
Y'all know how I met her. We broke up, got back together to get her back. I had to sweat her.
Man, I'm so grateful that Erykah Badu was like, yo, rhyme on this. Like, man, I'm so grateful. Because that song was based off a song that I did called I Used to Love Her, which was about hip hop. We wrote the song Love of My Life because it was a movie called Brown Sugar that was loosely based on the song I Used to Love Her. So it was like a full circle thing where, okay, my song might have influenced this film, and now this film, we're gonna write a song for it, and Erykah is saying, yo, you should be on this. And I used to take a long time to write sometimes, but we didn't have much time, so I just wrote quick, and it felt good. I felt like liberated. I was like, damn, I don't have to take so long to write it. Sometimes if it just come out, I ain't gotta be so overthinking it. I remember just landing in the studio on like a handheld mic, which I usually wouldn't do as much, and loving how the sound came about. And once we released, you know, the song, and it was with the movie, we did a video, and we paid homage to all the journey of hip hop. We had Kool Herc, who was known as the godfather of hip hop, all the way down to Grandmaster Flash and everybody else that we could pull together to be in the video to honor them. I mean, that's probably one of my only top 10 Billboard 100. So And it was the first Grammy I won, so that song means a lot to me, and much love to Erykah Badu for including me on that one. She always represented hip hop in a true way. Like, she is the combination of somebody who is a soul artist and singer and listens to all type of music, but you could tell those vocalists that really listen to hip hop too, because they got different cadences like her, or, you know, Lauryn Hill, you know, they had CeeLo Green. You could tell that they do, well, they rhyme, and then you could hear some of that in their singing. Even though they sing incredibly, it's the rhythms of what they do. I'm loving to create new music now, and I've been inspired by so much, especially scoring has been something that we want to continue to do. But I'm presently working on a project with a producer named Madlib, and it's more of a, it's got an avant-garde feel to it because we both take our music to different places, and but I'm excited about that. So basically it'll be this project, which is called Piece of the Struggle, that's the name of it, and then I'll be working to score more stuff, and hopefully we'll do more things with Amazon as far as, you know, they got more things going on, so I want to score that, but also score films. Madlib is, this dude is a special, like, musician, and a lot of the music, it feels live. It's like, it's not gonna be what people expect just to get a boom bap from me and Madlib, because I wanted to do something like a little avant-garde and different, but that's some of the next music I'm working on. My vision would be like the late first quarter of 2026, God willing.